Beyond the Wall, Bran Stark continued his journey to find the Three-Eyed Raven, alongside Mira and Jojen Reed, his servant Hodor, and the direwolf Summer. Throughout the journey, he continued to practice his warging abilities, and had visions by touching heart trees, hearing a voice that summoned him further north. Unfortunately, they soon found their way to Craster's Keep, where they were captured by the Night's Watch traders. However, when Jon Snow and his companions arrived, it was Locke who discovered Bran and the others, attempting to kidnap the boy as part of his mission from the Boltons. To stop him, Bran warged into Hodor and snapped his neck before trying to get Jon Snow's attention, only for Jojen to stop him, saying they must leave unnoticed, or else his brother would try to prevent them from continuing their mission. After a long and harrowing journey, they at last reached the cave of the Three-Eyed Raven, but were immediately attacked by an army of undead whites trying to stop them. Though Jojen died in the battle, one of the last children of the forest emerged from the cave to help bring them inside, where a magical spell protected them. Bran then met an elderly man sitting amongst weirwood trees, revealing himself to be the Three-Eyed Raven, who was waiting to train Bran as his replacement. Far to the east, as Daenerys Targaryen marched with her Unsullied and Freedmen armies to capture Meereen and complete the conquest of Slaver's Bay, she was greeted by 163 slave children crucified along her path, meant as a warning against her approach. Enraged by what she saw, she ordered them taken down and buried, but not before personally looking upon the face of every one. Laying siege to the city, the champion of Meereen came out of their gates to issue a challenge, which was answered by Daario Naharis, who won a quick victory. Daenerys then yelled out to the slaves attending their masters atop the walls of the city, asking them to revolt, before catapulting the broken chains and collars of other freed slaves to inspire them. In order to further encourage an uprising, Grey Worm and his Unsullied infiltrated the city through the sewer system, bringing weapons to arm the slaves. After her victory, Daenerys randomly selected 163 of the Great Masters and crucified them in retaliation for what they did to those children. Having conquered all three major cities of Slaver's Bay, Daenerys did what none thought possible, yet her victory was short-lived, soon learning that the Wise Masters overthrew the government left behind in Yunkai and once again ruled the city, while a butcher named Cleon did the same in Astapor, naming himself king. Though she now had the opportunity to sail to Westeros with 8,000 Unsullied and 2,000 second sons, Daenerys instead chose to remain and became Queen of Meereen, both so she might learn to rule and to prevent the city from suffering the same fate as the others. Unfortunately, the profound changes she implemented to their society came with many complications, learning that some of her people, especially the elderly, were happier as slaves, and wished to sell themselves back into servitude. She also learned that not all the Great Masters were alike, as Hizdahr zo Loraq went before her to ask for the body of his father, one of the men she crucified, claiming that he had no part in the killings, and had actually spoke out against them. Impressed by the man, Daenerys named Hizdahr her ambassador to the Old Masters. The situation then grew worse when the Queen was given a message from the hand of the King Tywin Lannister, in which he revealed that Jorah Mormont was originally working as a spy for the court of Robert Baratheon. Enraged by this betrayal, she exiled him from the city. In addition to all the challenges she was facing and the loss of her most trusted ally, she also had to deal with the growing problem of her dragons, when it was discovered Drogon burned a little girl to death while on the hunt for food. Though Drogon had flown off, Dany went against her own instincts as a mother to lock up Viserion and Rhaegal in an underground tomb, in the hopes of limiting the possibility of another innocent person being hurt. Love Game of Thrones? Then be sure to check out the new book, The Thrones Effect, written by a number of respected A Song of Ice and Fire YouTubers, including GOT Academy, Because Geek, Secrets of the Citadel, Grey Area, Ideas of Ice and Fire, History of Westeros, and Smokescreen, with Chapter 5, titled Eye of the Beholder, written by CivilizationEx, exploring the various ways the characters and story can be interpreted, as well as how the audience reacted to their decisions. If interested, click on the link in the description box below, where The Thrones Effect is available as a physical copy, ebook, and audiobook. A special thanks to all those who contribute to CivilizationEx, like Belligerent Man, Checo the Clever, The Smiling Cow, and Johannes the Juvenile. If you'd like to help CivilizationEx, click on the Patreon link, and please be sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and click on the links to see more.